Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 47. Everyone, 48. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Get out. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Gun.
Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with the Giants. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hang in there now. Push. Lefty. Finish two, great.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Sunday. Great.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
We're good.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on now. Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Sproles. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And a kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
There we go, count. There we go. All right, hey. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On second down, Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down throw for Prescott. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Ram. 81. Dre 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
82, 82.
They go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Run. Flag. Ram.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Pushing his way through. Aguilar has it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 33 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back now in Miami. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
47. Here we go. 46.
First down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Swing to the field, right. To the right. Switch. Switch and right. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Hey, 47.
10th carry now for Elliott. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go, 46. 41 for Will. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hustle, hustle. Here we go, 47. 26.
The gives to Elliott. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Again, it's Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. This is caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with 9 seconds remaining, and the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 81. Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now Wentz. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They stay on the ground. Again, it's a J. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
This is a jive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Let's go, 7.
They run with a jive. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida.